Hey Ross World, my money makes money. And recently I did a video that's right here referring to the 4% withdrawal rate, okay, the 4% rule. Now, the 4% rule may not be enough. Now, anything is not foolproof. The 4% rule, I just want to stress to you, is not a gauge. Some of you went out and you set up your finances and you say, wow, I'm going to really set up my finances to really tailor to this 4% rule. And that is good, but it's not foolproof. Nothing is 100% perfect. Nothing is 100% foolproof, especially in an economy of ours, okay? Because things fluctuate. The stock market right now, as you can tell, is kind of rocky, but it's still a good gauge. Now, as you lower that percentage, as I was referring to in that video, you start getting closer to it being better. As I said, if you finagle that, if you change it and you decrease it down to 3%, those chances of you living off your retirement at 3% is a lot better. But we're getting to that stage of really penny pinching. Now, don't forget that Trinity study that the 4% withdrawal rate was done. That study was done in the 90s where the interest rates and the return rates were a lot better. Okay, so understand that. So the big question is, how do you set yourself up even better if that should fail? And I've said this plenty of times, diversification. Diversification. So don't just have investing in one or two stocks. And as I said plenty of times, because I'm really trying to push people inside those Vanguard stocks. Okay, if you really search the internet, if you scour the internet, you will see that Vanguard stocks are really performing well over the past 9 to 10 years. Now, Vanguard stocks, when you research them, if you research their dividends, they're not that great. Okay, most of them are not that great, but nevertheless, I mentioned in one of my videos, learning the art of fractions, learning the math of fractions, okay? So if you diversify your investment, you bought 6 or 7 or 8 Vanguard index stocks, index funds, okay? Here it is, 7%. That stock, because of your diversification of different Vanguard stocks, those different index funds, you gained 7% because over the last 100 years, every year inflation has risen 3%. So you're left with 4%. So now you have that 4% to live off of. But when you decrease it, that 1% goes back into your investment, which helps to solidify and stretch out the money that you would use with the 4%. So understand that, okay? Now, when you do these investment accounts, we talked about Robinhood, which is a free app, a free investment tool with zero commissions. You can definitely go on there and you can research these Vanguard stocks. And the only thing you have to do is do a Google search. You can say Vanguard index funds, and it's going to come up with their tickers or their symbol codes. They're anywhere from 3 to 4 depending, okay? One off the top of my head is VEA. I forgot what it means, but that's a Vanguard stock, just to give you an example, okay? And you can research that stock. And then when you want to purchase that stock, you go on Robinhood. You pay zero. Now, for some of you guys who are new to investing, I just give you a bit of history here. Old school investing, anytime someone was to buy stocks or shares, same thing, you will have to pay a commission price, okay? A transaction fee. That's really what it is, because you will go through a broker of some sort, or you will go through some sort of company. And that brokerage fee could be anywhere from $4 to $12. Just look up, E-Trade, Charles Schwab, USAA. Just look up all these investment companies that you'll be paying commission prices. But with Robinhood, it's totally free. You can trade all day, and that's buy and sell stock. Buy stock, you own a piece of a company. Sell stock, you sold a piece of a company. Now, back at the mission at hand. When you buy these Vanguard stocks and you do your research and you look at the dividends, you're going to see most of them have 0 point blah, blah, blah. You're going to see some numbers, and you're going to see that it's going to be pretty much fractions of dividends. But when you do your math and you have diversification between those index funds, you can pretty much add up to 7% depending on which index funds you get. Make sure you reinvest your dividends because there's nothing like compounding dividends. Dividends growing off of dividends, your money growing off itself. Okay? Moving right along. The 4% rule may not be enough. Okay? So saving. Make sure you continue to save 15% of your yearly salary until you retire. Okay? Continue to budget. Diversification. Make sure that money that you are saving, you're saving in a high yield savings account like Ally Savings Bank. That's ALLY Savings Bank. That's where my money is, okay? It's 1%. If you go to your own bank, you may see, look at your own bank interest rates that you're saving on. Some of them are like 0.15, 0.45. That's a 0.5%. I'm getting 1%. And if you continue to do your research, there may be banks coming out or banks raising their percentage in interest rates to give you more money for your money because that's what they're doing with your money. They're investing it. They're making money off your money. So you have to continue to research these things. And you're like, oh, I don't want to move my money. I've been with this bank for 15 years. My parents have been with this bank. So, okay, what have they done for you lately? I mean, this is about money. This is not about loyalty. A bank is a bank. A bank is a building that holds money, okay? Either wirelessly, through computer systems, through streams over the internet. It doesn't matter what the bank is. Long as that bank is recognized by the federal government and is insured, I don't care. I don't care. I don't have loyalty to no bank. A bank has never done nothing for me, just out of the kindness of their heart. You know, if they're doing something for me, it's because I'm doing something for them, okay? You know, I'm paying insurance. I have an account with them. I got money in my account. Whatever it may be. They're not just doing anything for free for you. So don't feel loyal to no damn bank. You know, feel loyalty to your money. Feel loyalty to yourself. Feel loyalty for your future. Put your money in a high yield savings bank. So when you're saving that 15% a year, you throw that money in that high yield so you're making more money in your money. Diversification, because the 4% rule may not be enough. Okay? Nothing's 100% foolproof. So always protect yourself when it becomes to this investing thing, because the baby boomers are now finding out that they're running out of cash because they're living a lot longer. Okay? These guys are living 70, 80, 90. And a lot of them are living up into their hundreds, you know? And some of them are back out there in the working world. I mean, you can see them and you're like, wow, why is that guy still working? They ran out of cash. First of all, they didn't know inflation was going to keep rising. It's not no fault of their own. Most of them saved a lot of money. It's no fault of their own. They didn't know inflation was going to keep rising. So we have to learn from them. Okay, the X generation, the Y generation, the millennials, you know, our sons and daughters, we have to teach them this stuff so they're ready because inflation is going to keep rising. So understand that there's not one perfect rule. There is not one perfect way, that diversification is the only way. Okay, safeguards all the way around 360 so you can protect yourself all the way into your retirement and beyond. Okay? So understand that the 4% rule may not be enough. This is Ross World. My money makes money. I'm out.